What's up, Job? How you doing, man? Rodeo Clint. How's it going, Clint? Clint, were you ever a bull rider? Dalen, how you doing, buddy? Oh, you did, huh? Did you decide that it was smarter not to ride, or what led to your early retirement, Clint? Got too old. Yep. I know how that is. We might have some competition tonight. Some of the guys I think are on Burley. And Monster Bass, I think, was doing something live. Plus, I'm a better announcer than a bull rider. Chops Bearded, how you doing, man? Yeah, Job. Clint probably knows all about that. I'm doing good, Chops. I am doing good. Hey, Eric. How you doing, man? Actually, Chuck, these are old glasses. I don't wear them a lot because they hurt my eyes. What up, Fisherman 83? You've been posting a lot on Instagram lately, I noticed. Gabriel, John, how you guys doing? Switching over from phone to PC. Tearing up the nasty Ned yesterday. Right on. That Ned rig, dude. It's a blast. In fact, you guys may have seen, I think I put one of my videos up that I went fishing this year, catching them on this rabid baits, rabid foxtail. Dude, on a Ned rig, they love this thing. This is a great bait. Now that I've tried it, I'm sold. And you can see I'm sold. I'm just about out. I'm going to have to get some more. Just got alert. Can't wait. Kentucky Patriot Semper Fi. He's a Marine. A lot of rain. Yeah, we've had some rain. Boy, we've had a lot of rain the last few days. Hola, Jan. He's on. Yeah, this rabid baits Ned rig bait is sweet. This little hair jig on the end. It's some good action in the water. It's pretty durable too. Just works really good on. You could fish it on a shaky head too, but If you haven't tried these on your Ned Rigs, guys, I'm a believer now. Rabbit baits. This came in my monster bass box, and I've gotten several. And when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, whatever. But dude, now that I've tried it, it works great. Jan, I don't think I've ever seen any of the box. It's come in the monster bass boxes, I believe. They've had a red one that they've put out there. This green pumpkin with a black black fuzzy. I could be wrong though, you know, as far maybe Mystery has some too, but I know for a fact I got this one out of the monster bass box. Does it float, John? No, I do not think it does. I could do a little experiment, except my stopper doesn't work right here, so I do not believe it floats, but it sticks straight up on that little Ned head. It might float. I just haven't paid it. I haven't needed to. It doesn't have any salt in it, so it doesn't say on the package if it floats or not, though. I am sold. However, though, if you go look at those videos, you'll see this thing is lights out, but after a while, they got tired of it, and they were hitting the worms just as crazy. Hoorah. Let's see. Pop-Tart says they come in a bunch of different colors. Can you show the bluegill swim bait behind you? Yeah, Andrew, I can't. Two of them here. Which one do you want? The bull shooter. This thing is beautiful. This is made by Depths. It's called the bull shooter. And one of the Johns, either John Smith or John Gill, can give us all the facts we want to know on this, because they are like Google researching hounds. You give them something, they'll give you 100 facts on it. They are good at that. Look at that color pattern, man. Is that thing crazy or what? Really cool. Trevor, Job did win the reel, and he's on tonight, and he contacted me. But it turns out he's left-handed, and so I made a deal with him, and I gave him some lures instead of the reel. So I put a poll question up in the community tab on my channel, asking you guys when you want me to give it away. I'm not going to give it away this week or next week. I'm going to give the next time I'm giving a big prize away is when I hit 5,000 subscribers, and I'm about to hit 2,000. So when I get 3,000 more subs, I'm going to give away another good prize like that. So the poll is, do you want me to give the reel away when I hit 5,000, or do you want me to save it for later in the year and do something different? So even though he didn't take the reel, I gave away the same amount of money's worth of stuff. So I'm not just Can you imagine big striper on Lake Cumberland? Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, John, I can't remember if this is the 160. I think they have a 160 size and a 190. I can't remember what size this is, to tell you the truth. So that's the bull shooter. Thing's amazing. Bluegill is a jackal. It's the Gantrel. These are well-known bluegill swim baits. Nice little touch is this little tail hook. I'm going to start throwing these here in the next few weeks when they're up shallow over beds. This is a pretty lifelike one, lifelike looking one. Trey, I'll hit 2,000 this in the next couple days. But 5,000, I don't know how long it's going to take to get 5,000. We shall see. Yeah, so I was killing them on this, and I was also throwing some worms. And this is something good to keep in mind. If you, especially if you're in a small area, like a pond, and you fish one bait solid for a couple of hours and the bite stops, that's because they're figuring you out. And, you know, it's a concentrated amount of fish. They've all seen it. And a lot of them have tried it, and they said, that was not a good experience. I'm not doing that again. So if you go back and watch one of those videos, I kind of do that. When the bite stops on this, then I went to a Finesse Worm. These are great little Finesse Worms by Zoom. It's just called the Finesse Worm. I call it a Finesse Trick Worm because it's practically shaped the same as a trick worm. It's just skinnier, smaller. So when the Ned rig was done, then I just went to this on a Shaky Head. And it was lights out. They went crazy over this thing. So that's a good strategy. Mix it up. Even if you're catching them, mix it up a little bit and just see. And if they hit another bait, you know, that just gives you more time to spread your options out. Then you can come back to the Ned rig a little later. This is an essential bait, though, a little Finesse Worm. Joe and I were fishing a tournament a few years ago, and it was hot. We could not get any bites. Yeah, David, that Rabid Baits foxtail is great, man. I think you'll really like it. Yes, Chuck, I have thrown the Tiny Child rig. That's a really good rig to throw in brush and timber and, you know, where you need a weedless presentation. So anyway, Joe put this worm, it wasn't this color, but this worm on a super light Texas rig, super lightweight, and he started slaying them. So when fishing is tough, this is a great option as well. Really good option. So that's what I did. Like the first day I went out to that pond I'm calling Dead Dog Pond. We found a dead dog out there, unfortunately. I thought, hey, that's a good way to remember this pond for you guys. If you want to see repeat videos on that pond, I'm calling it Dead Dog Pond because there was a really nice dog there. Really sad. I don't know how it died, but it was dead. So the next time I went out, I thought, I started with the Ned rig, caught them some on the Ned rig, but when the Ned started slowing down, then I said, all right, I'm going to do my same strategy. I'm going to go back to the worm. But instead of going with the little worm, I thought I'll go with a big worm and see if I get bigger bites. So then I started throwing this. The full-size trick worm. This is not the mag. It's not the super fat one. Just a regular trick worm. Hey, JB. How you doing, man? And it worked great. But the second day, the first day I was catching some big ones. The second day I could not get a big bite. I caught 30 fish that day, 31 fish, I think. But I could never get one over 3 pounds. And most of them were in the 2 pound or less range. But this is another great worm. Any of you guys that really fish a lot know everybody throws the trick worm. Great. I was fishing it on a shaky head, but it works great as a Texas rig as well. Yeah, it was a really nice looking dog. It was, I didn't recognize the breed. It looked kind of like a pit bull, but it was not a pit bull. And it was pregnant, which was even more sad. Yeah, Chuck, that tiny child rig's right at the bottom of the worm instead of at the top, and it'll go right through brush. I know you know it, Chuck. You recommended it, but some guys probably don't. Then I thought I'd show you my what I use for shaky heads. Lots of guys have different preferences, but this is the shaky head I've found that I like better than any other. Right there. It's an EWG style hook. It doesn't have a screw lock. I know a lot of guys love the screw lock keepers. I hate screw lock keepers. I avoid them at all costs. This one, it just slides up. And believe it or not, it stays on there really well. Obviously, if you do a little super glue, it helps. But most of the time, I don't even mess with the super glue. And that's my shaky head hook jig head. And I usually go with 2 sizes. I think this one here is an 1/8 ounce. And this one is a 3/16 of an ounce. And I try to go with a lighter one as much as I can. And then if I'm in deeper water or stronger current, then I'll go with this heavier 3/16 ounce. Is it me or is the live stream going in and out? It could be my signal. Let me try something. You guys know what happened last time when I tried something. It didn't go well. But let me try. Let me try something here. Nobody's ever on that. Anyway, tell me if that helps the signal. If that looks like the signal helped. If it doesn't, then we'll try something else. Ben Hill, do I still use the loose bag? No. I bought the loose bag for a review, and but I don't use it. Sorry, Ben, I already got it to somebody else. Okay, some say I'm freezing, some say it's good. I noticed that my signal on my deal here is kind of going, so it might be my Wi-Fi connection. I may have to rethink this. I pay a huge amount of money for high-speed internet. I should not be having issues, to tell you the truth. Anyway, so if you didn't see it before, I'll show you one more time. These are my shaky head jig heads, I guess, that I like to use. These are made by Owner. That's my jig head of choice for a shaky head. When it comes to the Ned Rig, I've used quite a few different brands. I used there was a brand in the Monster Bass box. I think it's J&K Jigs or something like that. I used that the other day. They work great. I use the ones made by Z-Man. This one here I like quite a bit. That's a little heavier head than I throw, but it's got this lead keeper on it. It doesn't look like that lead keeper would actually do anything, but it actually holds really well. Yeah, I love the Owner hooks as well, Fisherman 83. Quite a bit. Let's see here. Then I also have been using some Ned Rigs from Venom Tackle, Venom Lures. They're really good as well. There is something to fishing a Ned Rig on a light head. I really do believe you get more bites the lighter head you go with. Ben, yes, I still have the Ego bag. It's right here, actually. This thing is awesome. It is really, really a great bag. Yeah, I'm not in the foothills at all, and I'm like in the city. Ben, I don't really want to sell that one. I like it so much, I'm using it for myself. I ought to check and see if I could get a discount code Go bags. I might be able to. They haven't given me one, but I haven't asked them. Maybe I should ask them. Maybe if you got, in case any of you guys wanted to buy an Ego bag, could save you a little bit of money. One I do have that I would sell, Ben, is the Heritage bag, the Flambeau Heritage bag. It's an awesome bag as well. Myself until I got the Ego bag, and then I decided I'm going to take the bag. This is the Heritage bag. It's got the saddle bags, that fold out for the soft. It's a awesome, but that ego one, I just won me over. Hey, Jeff. My modern wiggle warts. Not really. Not until they break. They're decent hooks. I'll tell you when I will change them is if I'm fishing a tournament. I will change them out for tournament fishing, but not fun fishing. No. See you Saturday, Dalen. Okay. I was going to tell you the prize I'm going to give away today is I have one hat left that Chris sent me. It is a large, extra large. It's got Randy's signature on it right there. It's a fitted hat, you know, so it doesn't have a strap on the back. And so I'm going to give this away tonight with my one question that I'm going to ask. Dave, my favorite Ned head is the 120th or Z-Man Finesse Worms, followed by the 132nd mule fishing mule jig. I primarily fish ultra clear water and not a huge amount of current. I haven't ever tried the mule jig. I might try that though. Yeah, see, and you're saying the same thing. 120th or 132nd is super light. Let me show you what a 120th head looks like. I mean, they're tiny. Tiny head. Just show you in comparison to the shaky head I was showing you earlier. It's tiny. Tiny hook. Tiny head. But I think super head really gives that lure lifelike action in the water, and it will definitely get you more if you can go with a light head. Ned Rig fishing. I love it. I love finesse fishing in general, any kind of finesse fishing. Drop shot, shaky head, Ned Rig, Neko rig, the tiny child rig. Those things are sweet. Is Christopher Shue on here? Or is he on Burley's channel tonight? I was just going to tell him that Burley and I have been talking and we're going to do some stuff together. If Christopher's on, I was going to show you guys the lures Christopher sent me. But if he's not on, I'll do it another time. Have I tried the Bass Mafia terminal coffins or any of the coffin tackle boxes? Yeah, kind of. And the reason I say kind of is I've got the Bass Mafia boxes. I don't have the thing, though, that the little box that slides your weights in. I'll show you something similar. We talked about this before. This is the H2O premium terminal tackle utility case that it's a knockoff. It's a Bass Mafia knockoff. And it's a lot cheaper. So just give you an example. The Bass Mafia box Costs $55, $54.99. This thing is under 20. I think it's $15. Big difference. But let me show you the difference here. The Bass Mafia box has these plastic containers like this that you put your weights in, and then it has a plastic lid that you slide over to keep the weights from falling out. This is just a foam block. It doesn't have any lid. But the one complaint I've heard about the Bass Mafia boxes is that sliding lid is hard to open and close. So this might be a better option anyway. I don't know. For the money, I don't know how you could beat it. Anyway, I'm going to give this one away on Saturday night. Is going to be one of the prizes on the wheel. So to answer your question, Jan, not really. I've got the Bass Mafia box, tackle box, before they came up with these coffins. And it's a super sturdy, super heavy box. Got a bunch of little trays, but it doesn't have these foam things. So anyway, how's the signal going? Have you guys see me okay, or is it still a problem? Ben, send me a DM on Instagram, and I can talk to you about the bag. Here's my Instagram. Okay, good to hear. A little jerky at times. G4 outdoors. This is a good question. What is 75 bass and counting? You guys want to tell him? I think I might turn off the I'm going to try to turn off the Facebook one too and just see if that helps. Okay, I turned off my Periscope and my Facebook connection. Now I'm only connected to YouTube. Maybe that will help. There you go. G4. Glad to have you, G4, man. Wait till Saturday night. I give away a lot of prizes on Saturday night. My goal is 1,000 bass for the year. So I'm up to 70, 75 bass I've caught so far this year. That's why. That's why I put that on there, because I was going to talk about how I've caught most of my 75 fish, and it's been on the Ned Rig. It's been on the Shaky Head. It's been mostly on finesse techniques. I've caught one bass on a jig this year so far. I've thrown a lot of crankbaits. I've thrown some spinner baits and have not caught anything on them yet. Right on, G4. So the way I do the prizes is I ask questions. I ask questions about my previous videos. I ask questions about fishing tournaments. And then if you answer the question correctly in your first, then we spin the wheel. We spin to win. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I hope you guys do some fishing. Yeah, the OG Slims, Chuck. I fished with the OG Slims down Lake of the Ozarks. Did not catch them. But there were some guys down there catching them on the OG Slim. And I'm not quite sure why I wasn't catching them. I guess I wasn't on fish, apparently. Hey, that's what I like to hear. Now, Clint, if I go with you, I got to go down to Sam Rayburn or something, right? Chuck, I have not been weighing them. I have measured a few of them on my measuring board on the kayak. But, and I've actually done videos of catching almost every one of them. So I'll be, I don't know if you guys really want to watch me catch 31 fish, but I'm going to put the video out. Some of you will want to watch it. Some of you won't. If they're big, I always weigh them. But if they're 3-4 pounds and smaller, I'm usually not going to take the time to weigh them. I've caught so many fish over the years that I can look at a 2-pound fish and tell if it's 2 pounds. I can look at a 3-pound fish and tell if it's 3 pounds. That's no big deal. But when I get that 5-6 pound bass, 7, 8, I want to know what that sucker weighs. So I'm gonna put it up there. Lettuce, bacon, tomato. No, G4. That was the lucky tackle box. I gave away a lucky tackle box last time. Panfish box. It's been going good, Braden. Did you get my spinnerbait box? Not the blade crate, the actual spinnerbaits. Remember, I told you I was going to send you some spinnerbaits since your box broke. That's a sad statement, real life. That is sad. Waiting for the ice to come off. Dude, I feel your pain. Hey, you might be right. John Smith keeps me on track. It was Weston, not Braden. Braden's won stuff, though. Braden, are you the one that crashes race cars? I think Braden's a race car driver. Like 14. What, do you race like a sprint car or something? Yeah, I feel like it, G4. The LTB panfish box was amazing. Dude, Pop-Tart. You need to take some pictures if you're catching some panfish. Did you guys see the crappie I caught? I put it on Instagram. Dude, I think I may have shown you guys last Saturday. Man, that was fun. Micro sprint driver. Look, we got a race car driver in the house. Braden. He's a young dude too. I bet he doesn't even have a driver's license yet. Do you have a driver's license yet, Braden? Curly Q, I have not done a boat tour. I'm going to do one, though. I'm going to do a boat and a kayak tour. Braden's going to send me some pics on Instagram. Send me some pics on Instagram, Braden, and I'll show them to the guys. Yeah, look, Braden's 13, and he's driving sprint cars. He showed me a picture. He crashed last week. And he said that's why he wasn't on the live stream. Is that crazy or what? Let me see if I can get my I'm going to show you guys one of these crappie I caught in case some of you haven't seen it. There we go. All right, I got to share my screen with you guys. Okay, check this out. That's a crappie right there. Not a 3-pounder, but dude, they were slaying them. Check that out. Some bass too. So that's all fish I've caught this year right there. Mr. Bass, would you recommend Bass Box for variety or 6 cents? Yeah, and that's a tough one. I think if money's no object and you don't care about variety so much, the 6 cents super sack is pretty amazing. But John Smith, I caught that crappie on. I'll show you what I caught that crappie on. It's a secret lure. I caught several big crappie like that. Let me turn this off so that you can see this secret amazing lure I caught that crappie on. Here it is. The same worm I caught the bass on. Shaky head. Big crappie will hit bass lures, man. They will. So back to your question, Eric, about the monster bass. Monster bass does have a lot of variety. What's the problem with monster bass? It's the same problem as mystery. It's the same problem as lucky and warriors and all these others. It's a complete guess. You really have no idea what you're going to get, which is okay. That's kind of the fun part of it. But if you want to be tried and true and know exactly what you're going to get, go with the 6 cents. You know You're always going to get 6 cents baits. There won't ever be a question. And you know, they're good stuff. With the mystery and the monster bass and the lucky, you're never going to get a box full of everything you're going to like. You might get 75% or 80%. Sometimes you might even get lucky 90%. But there's usually going to be something in there that you're like, I don't really care about that. C Big Hill's right. What up, C Big Hill? Chris, how you doing, man? Never any junk baits. And that's the problem with the monthly boxes. They throw a junk bait in there every now and then. They just do. But I can tell you, you get 6 cents every single month. After a while, you're like, I got all the Curve 55s I'm ever going to need. I don't need another Curve 55, and you'll still get more Curve 55. So it's a trade-off. It is a trade-off. John, yes, I have. One time. One time. See, Jan, you need to share us some photos. Let's see if we can get. Let me see if Clayton sent me anything yet. Doesn't look like he did. Okay. Jan's in Puerto Rico, so he's catching all kinds of things you can't find in Missouri. Big DD, how you doing? How much are those boxes you talking about? You guys get conversations going on here so I don't know if you're talking to somebody else or. I think Blind to Bind is the one that had the birthday the other day and won on their birthday and then gave their prize away. See you, Pop Tart. Hope to see you Saturday night. Sycamore peacock fishing. I want to do some peacock fishing, man. It looks like a blast. Love to catch a big, giant peacock. Somebody's always asking what's in my drink. Here it is. Yeah, Blind to Bind. Top-notch dude there, I'm assuming is a dude. Won prizes on his birthday and gave them away. Oh, yeah, super late. John Gill's finally here. Ajo's here too. Nice. Oh, yeah, each box's price is different if that's what you were asking. Who was that asking? Blind to Binder was asking. The lure boxes. They're all different. They have different sizes. So like Monster Bass, they have a national box, which I think is about $25. And then they have like their panfish box, it's called their multi-species box. It's like $35 a month. And then they have like a premium box. They call that the what do they call that thing? It's like $40 a month. And it's called the national, it's called the regional box, I believe is what they call it. The regional boxes, they're about $40 a month. And if you do a 3-month subscription, they give you a little off. If you do a 6-month subscription, they give you a little more off. If you do a year subscription, they give you a little more off. And most of them are very similarly priced. Do they have saltwater boxes? Monster Bass, I don't think has a saltwater box. I think they might be talking about one. Mystery, I don't know if Mystery has one or not. Let me look that up. Mystery tackle box. Yeah, Mystery has a regular, a pro, and an elite box. And it looks like they only do bass and panfish. Oh, wait, here's one. If you go with the pro box, you can get an inshore saltwater box. Redfish, speckled trout, snook, and flounder. That's at Mystery. I think Rick was talking about a saltwater option, but I don't think they have one yet over at Monster Bass. Jan says 6 Cents has a saltwater sack. How about that? If you're ever in Puerto Rico, go to Lago Oaxaca if you want a hard bite with some nice fish. If I go to Puerto Rico, Jan, I'm just calling you. I'm going to say, Jan, I'm here. Take me to the fish. There you go. Eric says the salt sack is $39.99. Has anyone ever gotten a salt sack? What's in it? Hey, there's Matthew. How you doing, man? Salt sack for $40. I'm just trying to picture what saltwater lures does 6 Cents make? I don't know. Oh, good. Glad you got it, Matthew. Okay, here's another thing about these sacks and boxes. Do you really get the full value? They all claim that whatever box you buy, it's worth more. And you really got to watch that because some of those guys pull fast ones. I won't mention any names, but there are some companies, they'll do tricks like this. Like take this Zoom bag of worms. You go to the store, you buy it for $3.99, and it's got 20 worms in it. Some of these boxes will give you a bag with, say, 10 worms in it. And they'll say it's a $4 value. They might even say it's a $5 value. And that's how they get you. And 83, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, man. There's nothing I hate more than these mystery boxes giving you sample packs. That's what I call a sample pack. like this. The Rabid Baits worms or Ned Heads. This is a 6-pack. You might get a 4-pack in some of these with some of these companies. And that's one of the reasons I'm a big supporter of monster bass. I have never caught monster bass doing sample packs. All their packs have always been a complete full pack. And to me, that's a big deal. The thing I hate is when they don't tell you the color. Some of them won't even tell you what the lure is called. Think how weird that is. You get a package of worms. Zoom makes 40 different worm types. And they don't tell you. And you're like, I love that worm. I fished with it. I love it. But you don't even know what it's called. I don't know why some of these do that. It's got to be to save money somehow. But it's just bad customer service all the way around. Matthew, the only one you get exact value is the hookup tackle. Yeah, right. That's what they say. Pay $100, you get $100 worth of lures. Eric Brewer, it tells you on the website, Mad Dog 130 Hyper. Okay, that's something. Oh, this must be the saltwater box. The saltwater 6 cents sack. Got a Mad Dog, Hyper Jerk 70, Movement 80 wake. Wow, those are all the same lures basically as the, except it says they're saltwater rated. Wonder what that means. Stainless steel everything. What difference between a saltwater crankbait and a freshwater crankbait? Hooks. Let's see. What's he say here? Monster bass are 6 cents is your best bet. Yeah, I agree with Matthew, I think. Sycamore. Thing I like about 6 cents is even if it's overstock, I'd probably want it anyway. Yes. I agree with you there. Hey, Simon, how you doing? Oh, yeah. So you subscribe to the box, and then you sell the limited edition baits out of the box. And in theory, you get your box for free, minus the special baits. Wow, I did not know that. I'm a vet. I ought to ask for a 15% discount. I don't know if 6 cents does, but I can check on that. I could send a note to him. I haven't heard about any military discount. Let's see here. Do. Did you see the new River to Sea crawfish bait jig? Looks very realistic. No, I've not seen it, Matthew. Well, hard to argue with that logic, John. Really. I mean, that's what's hard about these monthly boxes. I kind of like the thrill of the surprise. What am I going to get? But to tell you the truth, I buy a lot of these monthly boxes to show you guys what's in. Oh, okay, Eric. I don't do GovX. I do, it's called like ID.me. And yeah, that works pretty good. Oh, John. See, John's always up on the latest news. The sleeper gill. The sleeper gill. See if we can find that. Mega bass sleeper gill. Don't see it. Do not see it online. I wonder. I like quite a bit of their swim baits. Not just the dark sleeper. There's a lot of good ones. They got a lot of good ones. Coming out this year. All right. Nice. Right on, Sycamore. Let's do it. Hey, I like the mag slow quite a bit. I throw the mag draft. I like it a lot. I really like the tiny one too. What's that? What's their tiny little swim bait called? Man, I started fishing with it up in the St. Lawrence River last year, and it really works well. It really does. Mag Slow is a really good bait. Yeah, the Haze Dong's good too, but that's not the one I was talking about, Matthew. The Mag Slow is really a mag draft that's designed to be fished in cold water. It apparently has less action. It moves even less in the water. Spark Shad, that's it. Fisherman 83. Spark Shad, dude. That little swim bait is great. Man, somebody asks me this every week. I've got to go look at those colors. Here, I'll just look it up real quick online at Tackle Warehouse. And then I can answer this question for you. I'll even pull it up on the screen and show you the color that I like the best. It is called Wakasagi or Wakasagi. Let me share my screen with you so you can see. Here it is. That's my favorite color. Why, do you ask? Well, because I fish a lot of water that's a little darker, not super clear, and I fish where there's a lot of bluegill. And to me, this is the closest color they have that looks bluegillish. It's got a little orange here. It's got purple. That really isn't exactly bluegill, but I've caught more fish on that one than any other color. Another color that I throw quite a bit is this one. It's called Shira. I don't know what they call it. You figure it out yourself. Shirauo. That's another color I like. Why do I like this one? Because it looks so shaddy. It's super natural looking. It has a little chartreuse lateral line, but that's it. And I just think that's a really good color. John Gill says Donka. the best color. Want to see Donko? If they got Donko on here. Donko. Donko. That kind of looks like a goby. How about this? This. It looks so shaddy. The Megabass Rock Hog. I don't know what the Rock Hog is. You got me intrigued. Let's look that up. Rock Hog. Rock Hog. Huh. Rock Megabass. Oh, that's no good. I don't know if I can find it. Megabass Rock Hog. I don't know what that is. Can find them on the hookup tackle. Oh, really? Only from the hookup tackle. Well, look that up. Got to see that. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Rock Hog. I'm just going to have to search. I still don't see it. There it is. All right. I found it. Now I'm going to have to share this so you guys can see. We will switch off Tackle Warehouse and we will go to the hookup tackle. Here it is. The best crawfish action bait I've ever had, according to Matthew. There it is. Rock Hog. I'm throwing it on a ball head, Fisherman 83. And I'll show you. Let me go on the hookup tackle here and see if it's different sizes. There. The Spark Shad really is pretty cool. Oh, I don't see any Spark Shads there. Do they not call them? Do they not call them swim baits? What do they call them? Soft plastics, maybe? Yeah. All right, here's the Spark Shad right here. And they have a 5-inch, 4-inch, and a 3-inch. And believe it or not, I throw that 3-inch a lot. This is one of the colors I throw, IU. This is a new color here. That's a good looking one, Lemon Shad. This one up north might be good. It says green pumpkin. It looks almost black. Scuppernog. Sight chartreuse. But the 3 and 4 inch is what I fish mostly. I really have not thrown the 5-inch much at all. In fact, I don't think I've thrown the 5-inch at all. Probably works fine though. One thing about these spark shads is they're not super durable. They do hold up, but you're only going to catch 2 or 3 fish, and then you're going to have to change. But I throw it on an 1/8 ounce ball head jig most of the time. It works pretty great. It's pretty cool. I think the tight plastic they use on these things is just really results in great action, and it feels like the same plastic that the mag draft feels like the exact same plastic. If you've not fished the mag draft, the reason they call it mag draft is this hook on the belly goes inside the belly, and a magnet holds the hook in place. And it really works pretty well. And the good thing is when the fish hits the hook just slides out, and they can't. You don't lose as many fish because they can't. The bait gets out of the way. This is a nice color right here. They got a lot of colors, you can see. Orange, Biwako shad, Ghost Wakasagi, MB Gizzard, Nude Oikawa, Rainbow Trout. They just got a bunch of nice colors. The mag draft really catches fish. It's a great lure. If you like the spark shad, the Berkeley Power Wiggler is awesome. It is it? See if I can find that. Berkeley Power Wiggler. Berkeley. Craws, creature baits, trailers. Here we go. Power bait ripple. Berkeley Power Wiggler. I don't see it on Tackle Warehouse. So Matthew, what's the difference between the regular mag draft and the mag draft freestyle? $0.06 Divine Swim Bait, half the cost as a Spark Shad. Twice as durable, great color, same action. Just no eyes. Well, I don't disagree, Curly Q, but that's not going to stop me. I am going to keep throwing the spark shads. I got plenty of divine swim baits too, and I throw them. And I think they are pretty durable. To tell you the truth, fish swim bait, the brand doesn't matter a lot of times. If they're really hitting the swim bait, I mean, granted, sometimes color, sometimes shape, sometimes action's going to matter. A lot of times, just go pick the cheapest brand of a swim bait you can find and start throwing it. Curly Q likes the whale. All right, I'm going to look here and see if I can find it. Berkeley, shot by brand. Berkeley. Huh. Yeah, I don't see it on the Hookup Tackles website. The only thing I've found as far as Berkeley Wiggler goes is at Cabela's, and that I'm sure that's not what you're talking about. Those are basically little panfish, soft plastic, like maggots. They're little bitty worm, basically. Guggen Slayer, how's it going, man? And N5 KDA's on as well. What's up, dude? Yeah, so the Hookup Tackle sells a lot of depths soft plastics as well. All right, we should do our hat giveaway here, right? For those of you who have not been on, this is what we're giving away today from my buddy Chris at Live Up North Outdoors. I have a large, extra large fitted hat. Randy Howell, the pro fisherman, has signed it right here. So this is the hat I'm giving away. And the question is my hot dog hat. I know you guys who've been around probably have already know that. What team is the hot dog hat? That's how you win the hat. Jackson Bettis, you're the winner. The Reading Fighting Phils. This is their hot dog hat. It's not their main hat. They actually have a different logo, but hot dogs, baby. I like mine with mustard only, and this one has mustard and ketchup both on, but I have to show up back. Team Red. Right on. All right, congratulations, Jackson. Jackson Bettis, you are the winner. Send me a message on Instagram with your address, and I will send you a hat. And here's Instagram. That's it. At Mr. Bass TV. Hot dog days. Right on, Jan. No way, Jackson. Don't let him have it. Fight for what's yours. Well, heck, unless it's your mom. If your mom wants it, you can't fight her. Yeah. The Fighting Phil's hot dog hat. Dude, what are they going to think of next? Crazy. Crazy. For sure. Speaking of hats, I've shown you guys these hats before, man, but I'm telling you, this is the best hat in the world. It's made by Shelta. These Shelta hats are incredible. I absolutely love them. Super comfortable. I like lots of sun protection when I'm out on the water. This protects your ears, your neck, your face. Super comfortable. It stays on your head like you wouldn't believe in the wind. It's got a deal in the back here that you can pull to tighten down. It's got this thing here, right? But here's what's cool about it. If there's no wind and you don't want this stupid thing around you, it comes off. It comes off super easy. Look at this. You pull it out. You poke it through the hat like this. And you can remove this thing. So it's not around your neck. Then what do you do with this? They got a pocket in it. Velcro. You just pull it open. You put your chin strap in there. And then you never lose it. Dude. Then here's another great thing, especially if you're a YouTuber. The brim is, see how it goes up like this? And then it's got a flat spot right here. The hat's floppy except here. Here it's really firm. You can put your camera right on there. It stays, holds it perfectly. It is an awesome, awesome hat. I got more than one, and you can tell I've used this one a lot. They're amazing. I highly recommend them, and I'd love it if I could get them to sponsor me and give me a bunch of these free hats because they're the best hat ever. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up tonight. We gave away the hat. I had a lot of fun talking about lures and baits and the Ned Rig and my 75 fish. Oh, yeah, Jan. The old beach straw hat. Well, I have some straw hats. And I will always take another hat for my collection anytime. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, super comfortable, breathes well. It's got these holes, these vents on the sides. It's a great hat. Anywho, Saturday night should be fun. We'll be giving away a lot of lures, and we'll have some fun stuff planned. And I know Clint probably won't join us because he's going to be rodeoing. But hope you guys. Here's the thing, Fisherman 70, 83. I don't like the neck gaiter on a ball cap. I don't like that at all. I know they make some that have cool materials, but to me it feels super hot, stifling. I do it sometimes. You'll see me on a video sometimes wearing that, but I just don't like the neck gaiter ball cap option. I like this much better. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. Like I said, we'll be giving away another really nice prize when I hit 5,000 subscribers. If you're not subbing, how about hit the sub button just so it helps us get closer to 5,000. And we will, I'll stay in touch. 8 o'clock Saturday night. Saturday Night Live, 8 p.m. Be there or be square. Hope you guys have a good one. And I am going to end this in 3, 2, 1. Have a good night, guys. See ya.